Right, okay. Right, okay. Uh-oh. 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 Try that again? Oh my god, I forgot to mute something. I forgot to mute videos on both my screens over there. Should I just turn off the preview? Anyways, introductions. No. Hello, 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 hello. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Play It Psycho and I'm hydrating myself. Yet again. We have a lovely Thursday and that means just another week of starting to stream. As always on Thursday. I had a very weird week this week. As there was a simple no work for me to do at work. So I've been very lazy, so yeah, apologies for that. Especially when I chose to play Genshin today, out of everything that I have. And today is not going to be so much special as just to trying to catch up with the storylines that I left behind. And I do have like 4 or 5 of them, which is amazing. I hope everyone's doing so well today on this Thursday afternoon. As I'm already confusing myself because I'm trying some new things. And that means I'm doing some multi-streaming, which is already very confusing. As you might have noticed the double voice that I just had before. And yeah, it's not helping me because I have to look on more screens than usually, which is definitely mildly inconvenient. However, I'm not gonna put myself down because of it, so we'll see how it's gonna go, just for the funsies, and we'll see what's gonna happen. If I can control that kind of stream, we'll see. Well, as I said before, it's gonna be Genshin, nothing too special, maybe a short or a regular length live stream, we'll see how it's gonna go. And I'm just trying to catch up with some storylines, yeah, that I've left. So let's get on with it immediately, as I don't have any other topic to talk about right now, as I'm feeling empty-minded. This is definitely freaking me out right now. Way too many screens to look at. But it's been confirmed, I've got a voice on the other platform. I need to confirm I have the voice on another one, so I do apologize if there will be another echo. I'm gonna find out. Seems like it's the issue that, yeah, it's fine. Hopefully I'm gonna turn it up a bit, well, in a minute, my desktop audio. Mainly because I don't think my game is loud enough. Who knows? I'm gonna swap the screens in a minute as well. That's perfect. That should do it. Oh, that should do it, yeah. No, it seems everything's a-okay when it comes to audio. It was just me being a bit paranoid. Great, Illumine. You just sighed in front of my earphones while it was still full audio, full volume. Thank you for that entertainment. Right, anyways. Let me just go and fill you in with what do we have here. So when it comes to the story quests. 5 story quests, which I don't think I'll be able to do all of them. But I'm gonna try to finish the one that I've started, which is Dia, Yellen, and Ayatsa. Funny enough, each of them is from the last 3 regions in Genshin, which is Leah, Inazuma, yeah, and Sumeru. Great, just right before 3.8. I cannot wait for 3.8. So that'll be interesting. Oh god, let's see what do we have. Might just leave that for later. Although I need to catch up with that event. Who knows? Right. This might be important. Well, yeah. Because I need to get my Primogems. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Also, I'm still testing the waters with the new setup I've put myself in. I'm gonna try my best to multitask, but I'm sorry if I won't be able to make it from the get-go. But we'll see. Just trying to control everything, and I feel like it's chaos already. So yeah. Right, so this one's smooth, everything's smooth. That should do it. Yeah. I should do my dailies, the commission, so I don't have to do them later. Because I want to get the boring stuff already out. Which I do think dailies, I wouldn't say they're super boring, but when you consistently make them for a couple of past weeks, every day, then they get boring. So I'd rather to get them over with, and then get on with quest storylines. When it comes to the Genshin playing, I've set myself on purpose being very behind in the game. So yeah, because I remember when I was up to date, I was so up to date I didn't have anything else to do. So yeah, and now I'm so much behind, it's overwhelming. So yeah, that feels different. I like being overwhelmed though. Because then I know there is so much to do that I cannot choose which one I should go first. So I will be interested. That will be good. This is gonna be my favorite world today. Interesting, innit? Because I've already said it a couple of times without realizing how great. Oh, I never make it on time. I thought he's gonna get headshotted and he's gonna fall down the platform, but he didn't do that. That's a shame. Right, I'm gonna kick him, that's fine. I didn't even have to charge it. Right, Steve reinforcements. If it's normal Helichals, it's super easy to get them over with. But if it's the Shaman, it's annoying, because Shaman, I have to get up, kill Shaman first. Otherwise, if I'll kill Shaman last, he's gonna keep healing, especially if it's a Water Shaman, which most of the time it is. For me at least. Right, what else do we have here? Another one! Huh, I should have known. I've been doing them for so long. I should have just known.
Take this! By royal decree.
Right, let's see, what is that? Last one is in Dragon Spine.
A wonderful sight indeed. Why, it reminds me of my homeworld, where at the sight of the
How did I miss that one?
the very blood and tears of sinners.
Remember, just like from CSGO lessons, when you shoot, don't move. Right. Quickly before I get frozen up, I don't want to.
Darkness, come, sever.
Oh, this is gonna be a very bad move. Yep. Actually, that wasn't so bad. I just throw some barrels and I actually didn't get affected, which is surprising.
Insubordination. Life goes on. Lightning flash. Ha! By royal decree. Ha! 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 Take this. Go.
Right, that should be all of them. For now. Catherine, I did the quest.
Ad Astra.
Give me.
Thank you for Ad Astra.
That's good. I'm actually surprised all of them are finished now. I thought I sent them out pretty late yesterday, so yeah. I guess that still they made it on time today. With the resin, I'm gonna leave it for now. And I'm just gonna push it. Ooh, I'm actually close to having 500 more spent, 1,000 more spent. So yeah, maybe. Huh. I want to do Yelan's quest, so I think I might as well just go for that one already. Which is only 2,000 meters away. I really want them to unlock that part so I can sail to Inazuma. Right, so where was Yelan again? She was in the center, in the layer. Let me look at the view in a minute. I'm gonna have to... It's fine, just doing some changes, don't worry about it. Ooh. Nothing to worry about. Like, let's go back to the game. Oh, I think I have some mail actually. I guess it's from my... Yep, it's from my dailies. Well, from my check-ins. So that's A-okay. I don't think I actually have a Yelan, which is a shame. I think I've tried to pull her for her before. Guess it didn't happen. Right, come on.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
What? Oh, yeah. Should I put on auto?
All kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it. Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable. Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
It looks like all three candidates have arrived.
Really?
Well,
Those whiny little bitches.
before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues. There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Huh. Right, so God, I have to read. Can I just skim through them as well? Let's sit first. This is gonna be a lot. Why are we so far away from the table anyway? Right, so that's this thick boy. Why do we have such a weird camera angles? I've only read one and a half of them.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets. That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know that this quest is.
So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Mind your tone, mister.
Oh, great, Paimon.
It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
Did you learn from the cloud retainer? This is the best. Like, I actually, that's a good retort for him, actually. Great. My speech skills are worse on him.
Cloud retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Dude, I'm already crossed you out, honestly.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
Wow.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days. My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Hello. Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous. What would you like
Well-
to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but
Oh, is it the big boy?
you're personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts. Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Okay, fair enough.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
I'm pretty sure that this guy is gonna get the job because he's getting the most screen time right now.
He seems like a great guy. He was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
I think I'm just gonna be a menace. Meh.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented.
Yep.
But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yeron.
Last but not least, Jur-E. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat.
So much to read though.
What he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Jur-E take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Okay.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Interesting. I'm not too sure about the manifesto, which one was which. Like, I assume the last one was the thick boy. The thicker manifesto. Although the guy that did a very detailed job, maybe that was his manifesto as well. Yeah. I should have read the manifestos. Right, and just click on them and just like leave them there. There is Uncle Chen. He's not gonna be he's not gonna see us coming because we're right from behind. Yo.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me.
Okay.
But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Bo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa. So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Bo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Juri, that was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor...
I genuinely don't remember if he had any beard before, Uncle Chen. Like before, long time ago when I first met him.
And a fast learner. He reminded me
He looks old with the beard.
of myself.
That's why I'm thinking if he didn't have a beard before.
Twice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy. The young
Oh sure.
growing up.
Shouldn't clicked.
I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
There's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and fresh
Sounds fishy to me, Uncle Chien.
They make the most
I'm sorry I had to.
soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup.
Pac-Man, fucking stop.
Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jury purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman. When we've been fishing recently, Jury always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful. That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
You can taste it as many times as you can if you want.
To try it.
Maybe I just didn't get it.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Probably the last one.
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment. Had you not asked me why Jury's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them. This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities. Remember, you must be thorough.
Understood. Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien. Look after yourself. So, it's gonna be J.E., right?
Probably.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no
I wonder if that's gonna fall on us to choose which one should be
So,
the next Tianshin.
give him more tests or something?
No, nothing like that.
Like, we're literally just helping out Yelan, but she might give us a choice.
I'll give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
Oh.
Biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
Oh, it's them.
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Her special agent ops.
Come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various
In other words, stalkers.
Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into
So,
Tianwei's background.
pretty much we're just background checking them.
Go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Ming
Pretty much like
files.
a lot of the jobs. No, maybe not a lot of the jobs, but they're very important for the position jobs are being background checked.
Jur-E, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. The dogs first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
At a
Huh. I don't know why. My friend just sent me a YouTube short of people playing professionally frisbee. For whatever reason, it seemed to occupy me for the 10 seconds right now. Okay.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet. All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead, and neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price.
This guy is always like this.
Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
I think he's just been manipulated a bit.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
I think I have a couple of hundred of them.
Actually, we want to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about him right now.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes it. Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in. Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I don't like.
Let's go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Bola is always such a pain.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
He's not gonna see me, don't worry.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop well.
What is that? Do you see that?
What are you waiting for? We won't hear anything at this rate.
What the fuck? I wasn't even too far! Get fucked.
Try not to let him see you. We want this in...
Bullshit.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
I was so uncalled for. See?
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well.
Fucking Elon.
The truth is, an old friend of mine
I'm not too far.
likes to have a drink now and then.
I'm not too close, I
He
mean.
fancies himself as a man of culture.
Oh,
For needless
a man of culture, you say.
might buy him a set of high-quality steaks.
Does he watch anime?
Very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Mr. Long.
It's my pleasure.
Still don't get it.
These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
And that's it.
Jerry seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks
I
Jerry
wouldn't.
is a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet.
See?
Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
I've got my rod ready too to fish, so yeah, let's go get it.
You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianchu yourself, are you?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Done. Deal. Let's kill him.
So I have all the food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Great. Is that how it's easy to pay the payment? Wait, it's the other way. So why did he go through the bridge? Ah.
Copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil.
I can see the crooks over there. He wasn't scared of me at all. Until I noticed that the move. That bird was very brave, I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit. No. Ooh. Ah. The cat.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry
Oh.
to interrupt. We're actually members of the Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity. Look how batty an eyelid!
Okay.
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
It's still pissing me off.
Major Anglers Association.
But there isn't anything bad about him.
Oh? Why is that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
Sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
So that's how she got out of the situation.
Heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Is there any deeper meaning about that, Yellen, or are you just insecure? I don't know. Let's see.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for one or 3 for 1,000. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask you a question.
Another made-up name. Great, Yellen.
She switched identity again.
Candy, thank you for the follow. Yes, Yellen is very gorgeous.
Price research.
I wish I could have her. I don't think I have her. I don't remember, actually. No, definitely not.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. I said something. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
Oh yeah, she's definitely a must-have.
He can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame.
That guy sounds like he needs nose surgery, honestly. Maybe it's the pollen.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more
Sure.
times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
I agree with you, Paimon, on that one.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
The only thing that we're finding about him is just people that think, oh, what was that? What did I walk into?
It's you guys. Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your
Oh, so now we're gonna exploit a child, Dylan? Come on.
People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course, we also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about. Now she's lying to a kid.
Ah, we're on the same page, so Paimon. Yeah, it's a white light, although...
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Jury. For example, I can't remember.
How useful.
Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Jury in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies.
Okay, now that's interesting.
People are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about jury stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am!
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
God damn, Yelan.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Yeah. Everything started 3 months ago, as in, they knew him before, but all the good stuff apparently started 3 months ago. So yeah.
What was strange about it? Ji seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gao spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top.
So you say he paid them?
Dugu Shuo said about Zhiyi's stories. Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Zhiyi has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
Oh,
When you put it like that...
maybe it was all has been fabricated.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Zhiyi was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign. Right. And that changes everything. It could mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing. That's the worst case scenario.
The cloud retainer.
Speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Imagine that.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing?
Probably the Horde.
Serious? What should we do? Even if we
The treasure hoarders, yeah.
surely there's no way he'd admit it.
Or Fatui. Or
I
Fatus.
need to find out
Such a
before-
stupid plural name.
Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Zhiyi must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Zhiyi's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Right, so Yelena was kind of on spot. Maybe she knew about it earlier. That's why she's doing that kind of research about him to such extent. Investigation, yeah. Although now I need to check if I have her. I don't think I have her. Archive. Yep, she's not there. Oh no. Although I do have characters I want. Although Yella now, I wouldn't mind having her. I'm not trying to pull her though. Unless her banner is up. Which I don't think is. Actually, I haven't checked the banner right now. God. I've changed the camera, sorry. I forgot I've got the camera the same on my... So it's Kazuya and I'll hate him. Okay, never mind. The stairs are here. No! Stairs, not the wall. Stupid Spider-Man. What is Uncle Qian, though?
Yi manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
Maybe he did it on
Break the report
purpose.
into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Yi, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Ooh, a cat! Fine. I'll read.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
Oh, that's the Jade Chamber. I'll go with roads, just because. Blah 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 blah. I am not reading it out loud. Let's see. Let's see. It's because of global warming. That's why we have strongest sea storms. Oh, maybe it's the forge.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache. Let's take a break.
I bet it's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen now during this break.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shenhua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited
The full of himself
all
guy.
fields and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is,
Yeah.
then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Oh, that's really good.
Who'd have thought?
Even though his personality is fucking too.
His reputation is fake. Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public.
I think he did that on purpose.
What he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him. He shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you...
That actually fits his personality very well. So that is a good one.
Business to make mora, but instead,
He just boasts.
Validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you.
Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Mingbua.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today.
That's good.
According to Miss Yu, the ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval.
Ooh.
Oh, and also, there was one
It's like a verified check.
lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa.
What the fuck, him?
Hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Wow. So he's kind of an uptight guy, and if something fails, he's not very happy about it.
You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
I have.
Still have a bit left.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan.
Huh. Jinsu Pool, that was the old ruins, I think.
Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheongshu
Ah,
Pool.
so it all comes down to treasure hoarders.
With the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive.
Oh, just call Klee.
The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend. Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions. Did you find anything?
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
Yeah, like the rock chapter. Like he wants to excavate a lot of the stuff.
Oh yeah! Jur-E said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Cheongshu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Jur-E's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky...
I cannot wait for them to unlock Blackcliff Forge.
Still,
That would be very cool.
if they're pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Shenmue and
What?
Mingboa both turned out to be completely different than what we thought. What about Jur-E? Is there another side to him too?
Yeah, he sells... I'm not gonna say it. Why there are so many dogs just now? Actually, where was Jade Chamber before? I think it was above the city before it fell down in the first half of the game. And now it's above here. It would be great if it would be above city still. Oh well.
This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Well, it's definitely a way to Black Cliff Forge.
What's this? A diary?
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities. That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
Clever girl.
Put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
So we want to steal the treasure.
Who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
Something's going on. What? Oh yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. For whatever reason, I just got a picture of Mr. Beast's breasts. I don't know why. It's on Twitter. And I had to read the post. So it was all about him losing weight. Fuck. Good on him.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night, but they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right.
Hmm.
They tell me they go
Yo.
all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant.
Oh, okay.
After work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Whatever.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
So we should go to one minute restaurant and ask about them.
These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Are they highlighted? They're not really highlighted, so yeah.
They went that way. Hurry, we gotta catch up.
Well, so far, all the roads are actually leading to Leah, so yeah. So who knows, maybe they actually did. They're still leading to Leah.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor.
They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
There's nothing that way. There's a lot of destroyed buildings and villages.
The footprints stop here, but judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
So I feel like there will be huh. Anything else? I lost a clue. Oh, okay, I found it. Is this gonna be a lever?
We're too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before.
The odds of that are very slim.
Oh shit,
It's practically
misclicked.
impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Why don't we wait for them to get to the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where our trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in.
Well,
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
oh god.
Really?
This is way too Spetsnaz.
Island can't smell anything. Do you?
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
So it's Nazaya.
Wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind. Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind.
So that's what I was thinking.
Trust anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Where's the first guy?
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yanshang.
The first cog in the clock. The third cog in the clock. God damn it. Why am I fucking up?
It means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Great.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Okay.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
I'm losing track of it, actually.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upe, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Juri, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do something.
We did tail him.
Groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yohai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next.
Fair enough.
Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
Oh god, as I mean we have to change the clock now. The following day, okay, that's not too bad. Although what time is it now? Well, I still have to change it to tomorrow. Oh, I should have just done that next to Jade Chamber. That would have looked so cool. Still a pretty nice view. Right, how far it is? It's only 300 meters. So I guess we're gonna tail him into the cave. And then in the cave, we're gonna be able to trial and play Yellen. Just like with every character quests. So that means the usual stuff. So it's a pretty interesting investigative quest. Then we still have a Dia's quest and then an Ayato's quest. Oh god, I don't really want to do Ayato's quest. I don't know why. I just heard Abba's Mage. Must be somewhere here. Pretty easy to actually get through there. Or down through Holia. Oh, there they are.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the
I wonder who's gonna get in the end, if not is G.
Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush. Just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
That's a trap.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
He didn't say no.
As long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my
I forgot what Tianshu means. Is it like a mayor or governor? Something like that.
I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Yes.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't?
Oh god.
Answer that? I'm not accepting this result.
Modesty?
Also wouldn't mind knowing.
Okay.
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Oh, should have just hidden.
Yes, ma'am.
At least when Yan is on his trail, which is good.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Quickly.
He's literally outside the city.
Fight it with the Fatui? But
Nah, I'm dumb. It's not outside the city.
of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say. But everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Is he gonna go to Northland Bank? I wouldn't be surprised if he would.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
I just got here.
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
I'm pretty surprised that he lost these professionals.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates? I guess
He's got a vision.
he didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
How?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinyue kiosk.
Meathead.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinyue kiosk.
And I still have to do 2 other quests. Right. Stay composed, stay composed.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Yeah, that's why he went to Shinya kiosk.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough.
I guess that's the
Calm
policy.
down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
He
Tea.
didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order.
Oh, she's gonna
This gentleman ordered
smell the liquor.
a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Okay. Where do we go, Yellen?
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
The guy's name is Heli. Helicopter. I'm slowly losing a trail of this quest. So much talking. But I'll prevail. No, not them. Well, this is awkward. Yes, her. Lin Lang.
Hey, Miss Lin Long. Sorry to bother you. Yi ordered a wineware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
I will never get over the fact that her voice doesn't fit her.
We don't really know a whole lot about
At least for me.
Let's just go with Yi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Yi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item.
Yeah, I don't get her voice.
Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Oh, fuck off. Fucking inflation.
Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Huh.
Okay. Thanks, Lin Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. Alright, see you next time.
I guess that's the magic of the shop.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
Huh.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jur-E went, there's not much we can do. But
These guys need to learn.
liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway, to celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need for expensive-looking wine.
Is it gonna be
Now, where
child?
did you find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Is it child? Probably child.
Three officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Whoopee, you were lost in the storm.
Program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Oh, it makes sense.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I wonder who's that gonna be.
Well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little of ourselves. Stick to your orders.
There's just some spider web guy, so
Other bases too. Anywhere else, Jur-E might
I
be.
cannot reach it.
I want eyes
No.
on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yenshang Tea House.
that is pretty wild security over there. Right, Yellen, I'm ready.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Seriously?
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jur-E mentioned in his manifesto!
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
So he's pretty far sealed away Ejderha. Just thinking out loud. Oh, they really did go out of their way just to go there.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Oh, good. I thought I'm gonna have to go back. Are we gonna go inside? Probably.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers?
They have other things to take care of first. We
Frog!
can't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Frog, 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 frog. Oh, I got you. Right, so time to play Yelan, I guess. Water and Geo. I'll swap you for Noel.
Oh, how exciting!
And I should get Yelan automatically, so that shouldn't be a problem. Yep.
Take it easy.
Shit, shit, shit. It's too strong.
Share my knowledge.
Oh, yeah, now I understand why he needs Hydro.
Gotcha.
Oh, God.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Busted. As I expected.
That was...
This shouldn't be too
Wow, okay, he actually died pretty quickly once the shield was down. There he is. Are we gonna play with the mechanisms?
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
Alright. Oh, no. Huh? Why? Oh, literally. Oh, look at my feet! What's going on with it? Simple. Is there anything... Is there another one? Oh, it's right there, it's just behind the locked cage. Great.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
By royal decree. Stop.
Jesus Christ. I hate when they Beybladen. Ha! Why did you go so far? I don't like this. I never liked these. He went so far, it's pissing me off. Why would you do that? Oh, so that was the reason. Oh, we're going the other way around, I guess.
The water's gone down. Hey, look. Is that another way through?
Oh, makes sense. Wait, there is something there.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Why? Alright, so now we have to go through another flying stone. Great. Needs to be elevator music. Right, 2 more. So they're probably somewhere in this platform. Oh, it's so deep. I actually couldn't do anything. That's not good.
Committed to memory.
Wait, what? Do I need to use the power of Geo? No, it's just a door. Okay. No. I thought because it was flashing with like I needed to use power of Geo, but no. No, that's not gonna move. Yay! I think I have to take these down. Probably for some kind of lever. Oh god, no. I was very risky because I could have died. I'm glad I can heal myself through the shield. Even though when others have it. Such a useful device.
Busted. Gotcha. Gutsy.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Really?
Nothing's here. No. Seriously? At least I can open that one now.
Take it easy.
Oh, okay. That actually confuses me more. That's from the other side. Okay, I get it. At least it doesn't have a cooldown when it disappears on its own. Right, so we took away the water so we can pour more water. I mean, yeah, I get it now. I see how it works. I see where these should go. Right, let's get this over with.
Now the statues have lit up. Okay.
Oh, okay, so we needed that for water to stop so it could light up here. Okay, okay. I apologize for my behavior. Right. No. I did not push you there. It's actually pretty useful when it comes to UI. Whenever you know it faces you, it lights up the ring. That's pretty cool. I still have to change some... Wait, actually, I don't need to. I'm just gonna play around. Push that one. Yeah. I thought I'm gonna have to, like, do it a bit more complicated, but no. I was just overcomplicating stuff.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, I'm done. Right, I've got the shield on Noel. That's good. Four. Oh, he's actually losing a lot of HP, yo.
Here comes the cash.
Damn, he didn't even stand a chance. Well, that's to be expected.
Take it easy.
Right, this is it.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
Shit.
Another round. Less talking, more drinking.
I don't like this.
You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it is not.
So in the end, he's not gonna
We appreciate
put his position out, Uncle Chien.
I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison.
Yeah.
And came up
Faxing
with
them
a way of
fats.
delivering it
Come
to
on,
the
V-Nex. You know you want to see these bad boys. Okay, maybe they're a bit... Maybe they're a bit... puffy than they used to.
How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to...
Come on, this is a true hand.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianshu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Come on, V-Nex. I'm joking.
Did you hear that? It was poison.
Right, anyway, where was I?
My Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy. Seize him.
Well, we still have to wait for evidence.
Did you bring a camera?
Oh my god, the camera!
Fine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent liquor. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of. And
He sounds like he's kind of drunk now.
Successful mission. Thank you, Juryi.
I don't know how they pronounce his name.
I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors.
I mean, no, Yusupov, yeah, it's definitely a Russian name. I meant the other guy, Chinyu or whatever. I would never be able to pronounce his name by reading it alone.
That's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes, I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaint.
It's like they do it on purpose, antagonizing that guy even more. It's pissing me off.
When you're not in the company of the
Because I really want to punch him.
you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want.
And I don't like Chinyu at all.
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get
Bro,
ready to
I can record new Oppenheimer movie with that camera you gave me. Trust me.
hold your E close.
Oh, I really need to watch that movie. It looks amazing.
Go on, fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
I feel like he's actually poisoning him.
Good stuff. It is great.
Yeah, I knew it. Because he was too cocky just now. What movie? Oppenheimer movie. The new movie from Christopher Nolan. I need to watch that. It looks fabulous. It's gonna be very sad, but it's gonna be fabulous.
You poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
God damn, how the turntables turned.
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
I knew he had balls.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives.
Wow, okay, that guy's nasty piece of work, actually.
Agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge.
Okay. Oh, V-Nex. You don't know what that is. Have you ever heard of Robert Oppenheimer? It's the person who created the atomic bomb. Yeah. So they literally made a movie about him and his creation. And it was directed by Christopher Nolan, who made Batman trilogy. The Dark Knight trilogy. So yeah. So if you haven't heard of Batman trilogy, I'm surprised. But that's okay. It's gonna be a very interesting movie. That's for sure.
I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives. The ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
I wouldn't put him to Tianshu, that guy now.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself.
God damn.
We planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their
No, that is a plot twist.
explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night.
I hope I'm still recording.
But things didn't
Come on,
go
Traveler.
as planned. Mistakes
This
were
is good for
made,
IMAX.
the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the
Yelan is actually thinking about it now.
None of that will have anything to do with me.
Wow, I'm impressed with this work.
I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the fatigues.
We did record just now, FYI.
Yuri, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second in command, Theophan?
Set it all on fire. Go on.
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me
You got
prepare
double
all
crossed,
the
mate.
ends.
Get done.
After all,
Wow, okay.
your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
Ooh, I really like that Pikachu, Cowboy Pikachu emoticon. Where did you get that?
Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture.
God damn!
Mr. Yusupov.
This is dark, I like it. Oh, I would have allowed him. Oh, send them more. I really like them. Pikachu's. Oh, god damn, god damn. Although that was a good prep up, honestly.
You've left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful.
Dude, you were so careful that they actually lost you. It was just the other guy being an idiot.
You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability.
Oh, I love that.
Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future.
Oh, now he's trying to corrupt everyone.
I deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
Oh, so now we're gonna guilt trip him. Okay, let's go for that.
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough.
Sad man's parade, am I right?
Like fishing. Cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on.
Carry on my wayward son.
You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself. Don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you. Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Genshin Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Oh no, the void is speaking to me.
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
A crime will always be a crime, no matter how good it is. Or how good it looks, yeah.
Don't worry. As long as
But the thing is, what we consider a crime was created a law by other people.
See you tomorrow.
What you consider a crime is what you morally consider wrong. So whatever the law is being created here is because people morally thought it's wrong. So yeah. Oh, humanity, how great it is. Am I right? How much we evolved from monkeys to be able to decide what's right or wrong. Right, I'm being, oh god, where is I have to try something. No. Okay. No, okay, it didn't lit up. These explosives are a sham. Wait, did I take the chest? I think I did. Where is the, go on. I'm not too far, so I better run. I thought it's gonna take me faster. It took me like 2 hours to finish this quest. They always take so long, but this one especially. And I still have like 2 left to go. No. Well, 2 left. 2 left that I have activated. So yeah. Fun times, am I right? Right. Oh, I've got an idea. Is this gonna work now? Wait. No, don't look at me like that. No, we have to stand up. Wait. No, move like this. Try now. Till 8 AM, so let's see. Was it the following day or was it the next day? We'll see in a minute. Oh, so close. I wanted to have Jade Chamber in my view. I've got half of it done. That was very close. Oh yeah, I know it's faster in terms of dailies and events, yeah.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage.
I've been playing Star Rail before the live stream, but I felt like I want to play Genshin, you know, today.
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
Jesus Christ.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Fortunately for them, they were up against us.
Oh, you got them.
Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid over.
Well done. I was thinking of getting Lucha, or whatever. Yukong is a mommy. She looks great. But the thing is, I don't want to pull them. Not necessarily. It's like, I don't need them. But I wouldn't mind them. Because I'm saving for fusion. Even though Fusion is gonna be a 4-star. So yeah, I have everything what I wanted in my current setup on Styrail. Apart from Bronya, I'm still fighting that in the normal banner. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe I'll try pull for her once. Because I'm saving for Fusion.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Because I don't want Luoka or Lucha. I don't know how should I say his name. Alright, Baiju.
Ah, you're here too? Thank you. Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
I feel like she added him to his underlings. God damn this butty. I mean, what?
Wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingguo both have potential.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
No.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu.
Yes, that's true.
First met Zhi,
This cat.
I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious.
Yeah.
Intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor.
Yo.
Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Very skilled.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Zhi now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still,
Yanfei knows her shit. Don't fuck with Yanfei.
turned down my offer to strike a
She
deal.
will do your taxes, but she will fuck you up.
Keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Zhi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
Oh, he ran away.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Oh!
The Fatui's main
Which one was that?
Concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern.
Regrator. That's from...
But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan.
Oh, it was the guy with the bank. That's why.
Position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. Alright, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your
Danger bacon? Okay, no, I'm not that stupid, okay?
If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tien. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Jesus, that questline took so long that I got older. And then ended up with 3 kids and 2 divorces. Right, let's do these. Blink, motherfucker. Yeah.
Oz revealed by committed to memory.
No rest for the wicked.
Ow! He didn't even touch me.
Make yourselves at home.
Come on, bro. That was a very interesting questline with Yelan. I did not expect to have such a turn of events. A welcome one though. Especially it took so long to finish it. But it was actually enjoyable in the end. The conclusion was really good. In my opinion. The timer should go off now. Which is okay. So now, in 20 hours, it should restart again. They're not that strong. I have so many masks now. Because I've been grinding this area for so many months now. I think I should slowly change to another area, like to Leah, Sumeru, to grind the artifacts from the Lee lines. But yeah. Ow. Alright. We still have Dia's quest and Ayatus. They're gonna take some time. Well, at least I want to do one more quest before finishing for today. One more of the character quests I meant. I still need to finish the resins. So I might go to the dungeon right now. Although I should change it to Nilo. It will be better with Nahida. She still does so much damage when it comes to elemental mastery. Well, I did actually pump her a lot of elemental mastery into her. So yeah. Let's see if I'm lacking any. I have 22 of those. 7, 2, 2. What about Leah's? I do have a lot of those. About Inazuma's? Yeah, I still have a lot of those. So the least I have, maybe Sumerus. How come do I have so many of these? I'm genuinely surprised, honestly. Huh. Where did I get that? I forgot about that. Yeah, I have to finish Sumeru. I have so much behind when it comes to Sumeru exploring. Right. Now I'm gonna go for that one, to Cecilia Garden, and get today's batch of the shields. And then I'm gonna continue quest, and then I'll probably finish for today. Match.
I'm here.
That should do it. But I'll be right back. I need to use the bathroom, so 2 to 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Right, so I'm back. That wasn't so bad and long. Nice try, bro. Thank you, Cowboy Pikachu. Oh god, how many times do I have to do this dungeon? Well, to this domain. It's gonna take a while. Because I want to do the weekly, so... I spent 3 times 60. I need to go through it 5 times, so yeah. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is going to be fun. Right, let me just... press on it. This one's one of the most annoying ones because the Hydro one element in this dungeon makes your elements and skills longer. It's a lot longer, and yeah. When you do dungeon after dungeon, well, domain after domain on this one, it's just... it's very long. And I think it gets longer every time you put your skill again. So this is fun. Although I did actually took care of them pretty swiftly. So maybe it's not gonna be that horrible. I know I could use the other resin, but nah. I'm gonna have to start grinding some of these every day. Cause I'm actually running out of the materials now, so yeah. Because I've been grinding the other domains for ascension materials, not ascension materials, for artifacts. But yeah, now I need ascension materials. Oh god, Nahida and Electro is amazing. And also I'm getting bloomed. Because they're Hydro, so yeah. Look at that. At least that skill is not that long. So it's not too bad. Oh, how... This is really useful. Wow, okay, I don't know why. Is it because of my buffs that I gave her? Yo, I don't think that I did that much damage before. Or I'm just dumb. I'm always dumb, so yeah. Come on. Yeah, they actually get bonked so much with Bludgeon. And they actually create the blossoms by themselves because they're Hydro. This is amazing. This is actually pretty good. Wow. I like this power. God damn, god damn! Ooh, that was a damage. Half HP of it was gone. Right, 2 more dungeons, two more goes. Actually 3, because... No, two more times, and we can go back to questing. I'm still thinking which one should I finish, either Diaz or Ayatis. I genuinely like this damage. Why am I getting surprised now?
Commit it to memory.
I've been using Nahida for a while with Electro and all of that. I don't know. I've got delay on myself sometimes.
Roll, roll, roll.
Just heal her a bit before kill him. Ah, it's fine. Right, that should be the final damage, the final round. Yeah. Okay, one more time and we're done for the dailies when it comes to the resin. I'll take that.
Faster. Okay, faster.
Yeah, I did it the other way around.
Make yourself at home.
Hopefully she's not gonna die. I'm not practically defending her right now. So she might be very squishy.
Raven, let night. Roll, roll, roll. Bellowing thunder. Commit it to memory.
Did I use her ultimate? I think I did. Aye.
This may hurt a little. Lightning flash.
Okay, this is gonna be... Oh, never mind. Chi-Chi's always the finishing asset. Right, we've done everything, so let's go back to question. I think I'm deciding to do DS quest because I think I'm partially through it. Because I think... How many times I'm gonna say that? I think. Let's do DS quest. Because I'm partially through it, so yeah. So where I left off was in Paradii, not Paradii. Was it Paradii? No, it was Caravan Rebats. That's where I left off, and I should also navigate to it. No, wait. Oh, we're back to Sumercy. Right. Okay, so we're a bit step backward. We made a step backward. That's fine. That's fine. So, okay, what was that? So before we were talking to the, trying to investigate her parent, her dad, I think. And she's trying to stop him because he's doing something bad again.
We're back, my lady.
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was everything leading to her family.
Whatever you found must
That
not have been very...
that her family might be conspiring with her dad. Yeah, I remember now.
Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet. On any other day, Paimon would have...
Jesus, character? My main character, she's got like a 1,000-yard stare.
What happened?
It's very ominous.
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can. My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Oh no.
It makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
I can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyarzad?
Thank you for sharing all this information with me. Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out and hire Dia?
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the Master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of Mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question. Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You think none of this was a coincidence?
Precisely. At first,
That zoom to the face was very dramatic.
But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Dakan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
But that still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
True.
So, the Master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all of this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to
How violent we're talking.
Is that really the right thing to do? My father
I mean, would know better.
And deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same. However, the Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dia.
It's alright, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey! It's still too early to give up hope! What was that thing about friendship again?
Friendship is magic? Oh, no. Okay.
Right, yeah, trust! You said that yourself, Dia! Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts!
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the man...
My lady! And the hat goes off.
I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Oh,
Usual place?
my place.
Ah, right.
Oh, was it the bench where we usually used to sit when she was sick? Okay. Or maybe the Wait, what was it called? No, it's the bench. It is the bench. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! You can't just spawn in front of me like that. It is thy bench. I was right.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person. But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So, that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
Shit.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you. The facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts? I'm sorry, sir, but...
Oh, God.
Follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story.
Oh, God.
My family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyazar was a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyazad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father.
Okay, I don't get this then.
To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyazad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day? I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended.
So yeah, so it was all part of the plan.
Say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always send me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Wait, isn't that around the time that the Khan al-Ahmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things. But by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk. That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help.
I wonder what he's up to though.
It probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Oh no, Dia, please don't feel that way.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think I can do it. But I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now he's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising.
Misclicked. I was trying to click on the name.
Caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone.
She always like goes towards it and then walks away, that mercenary over there.
Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Core of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Right. Oh, at night in the tavern. Okay, so we have to wait till night time. Okie dokie. Just hide somewhere. I wonder if there is a chest. I must have picked it up already. Oh, that's him. That was fast.
Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private.
Yeah. That was fast.
We should do. All right.
How private is that? Just around the corner where I came from.
You all know about me.
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Wait. There's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk this out. What are your terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I weighed it in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
Okay.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dakhan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. Just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert. Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Yeah.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap?
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back.
I like his slippers.
Folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
Three meters. 3,000 meters. Why next to this massive giant robot, honestly?
Seems like we're in luck. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
Well, I wouldn't be that sure.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
That guy just died quickly. Oh, these guys are just going like flies. He only said, "Why are you here, Dia?" And then.
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah, I forgot I've got Dia. Woo! Okay. Cabbage.
She's so strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore.
He's dead.
Did you understand a single word I just said? Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dia, the boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least, that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the Relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's Relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters. Whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit, the record served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's Relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
Oh, makes sense.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
You think he would allow you to see him like this?
How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So, even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
Fair enough.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well.
Well, he planned it all out. Wow.
But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Dakan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that boss started was quite a blow to headquarters strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end. There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid. We were
Wow.
also able to attract many mercenaries.
Do you know? Forgery is legal.
Unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an
God damn.
But maybe those
I'm so bad I don't want to be good, stuff like that.
The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I'll go with you.
Huh? Dia? You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there. I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need.
Oh no, I'm coming. I like killing people. It's fine.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
Yo.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Okay, so it's time to burn down the headquarters again, but this time with a lot more bodies than before. Huh. That's how I was thinking where it was. The power of teleportation, am I right? Oh, nah, it's even here for us. To take us up. Great. Really? No! No! Oh, please. Thank you. Oh, are we gonna go even higher? Yeah. Wow, okay. Goddamn, goddamn, it's really hard to get there. They thought about everything.
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna get Dia in the trail, so that's fine.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
Looks banned.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot left, it could still take us out.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
Oh god. Oh god, no, I have to protect them? I hope not. If they even notice us, how incapable they are.
Shadow Raven, let me. Bellowing thunder. Roll.
That guy's just getting touched by grass. I mean, Nahida. God damn, I punched him so hard he actually flew over there.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
What? Where did you come from? Jesus. Oh no, it's them. Come on, finish him. She just pushed you away a bit. You didn't even lose that much HP. Well, that was a quick headquarters. What was that sound? Urgh! Sounded like a Roblox player. And they close in front of us.
You guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Fucking idiots!
Coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through.
Fucking simpletons.
We can't let the boss down.
Let's check if there's another way. The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better.
Oh, I can see already the gate over there. The puzzle stuff.
I think I see a way through over there.
Yep.
But it's being blocked by something. Let's try.
Okay, let's go.
Is that how it works? Okay, yeah, I get it now. What? How the hell do I have such a long cooldown on that skill? I'm not gonna question it though.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
We just need to adjust it a little.
Okay. Okay, what about that one? Huh. Was it just that because for being decorative or whatever?
Life goes on.
Yo, 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 yo. How the hell are you still alive? I thought I finished you. That was pretty sturdy. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that. Either they're gonna be... Oh, more of the enemies. Great. Right, let's see.
You asked for it.
Oh, that one's got full HP though. Eh. I smell more food. What's going to happen? What's happening? Alright, that should be enough. Someone's making pancakes in my house. I can smell it. It smells so good though. I should do it. Wow. It wasn't that hard though. But it was definitely harder than the others. Alright, where are we? A big freaking chest. Let's get it.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through from the other side. But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory?
Let us draw our weapons.
Okay.
We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers.
Oh, wait, is that the nail?
What too? While we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
You guys gonna go down like freaking unvaccinated people.
I'll be back. I'll be. You don't think that you've won. We're just getting started.
Now you're testing my patience.
Come on, Nahida. Oh shit, she's actually low HP.
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You guys not gonna like the way you're getting beat up right now.
This is where we prove our faith.
You all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive.
Well, fair enough. Your famous last words, mate. Right, where is the final boss?
The commander has finally fallen.
But they're still coming at this place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
Yes, keep fighting. There's no need to fear and no need to back down. This is our last stand.
I guess her friend's gonna join in now.
Next wave comes, try to draw away their attacks. I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense. And they're coming. I knew it. Just one? What are the others? Okay, 2, 3.
Come and face me, Michel. So they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
Pushed him. Oh god, he's gonna get gangbanged. Oh, never mind. That was fast.
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Michal.
You think I would give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand, alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
That looks like a puzzle I'm gonna solve. Is he gonna try to destroy this whole place? Explode? What?
We were too late.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Idea! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
I want that chest. Let me get to that chest. Chi-Chi, what are you doing there? That looks deep. Only makes sense to go in as deer. Although why do you always go high heels? It's pissing me off.
Rats. And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics and you
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we— Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth.
He's too cocky. Punch him in the face.
Why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering. Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down? Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disorder.
Good. That was his plan all along.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you.
Oh god.
There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna give him.
Takriti, let's go. We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Seems like it's for Dealer's closure about that. She always thought of his father as the worst. Which he was planning to do that, so his daughter would walk away from him. Oof, it's like one of those Hollywood stories.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Tia.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
Well, that's his cane.
Is this a cane? It must be the one that Dia's father used.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh?
Oh, the cinematic. Oh, she looks sad. So it wasn't just a cane, it was a weapon.
Thought so.
Wait, isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
The dragon is no more, for Princess Dia has slain it.
She's embarrassed.
Above the city gates, her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dia, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dia, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech.
Oh, adorable.
Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
She looks so cute.
I hereby proclaim our victory.
Ah,
Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
it was kind of bit bittersweet. Bittersweet, yeah. Are we back to Sumeru? Oh yeah.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money. And Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy. Hey, come on! Paimon's not that stingy. Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy.
I agree with that.
Dad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks, you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me. Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth, and nearly even shed tears for his sake. We're hypocrites. All of us. Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
Nah.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
When I eat the wrap, don't use it? Look at the wrap. Look at the fucking wrap. How big it is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dia, you're looking quite down again.
Explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
I'm sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
But Dia, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality. My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment. That thought has even crossed my mind a few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness. But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs. It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora.
I don't like her high heels. She's a mercenary and she has high heels, what the fuck. It's still pissing me off, that design.
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
Just eat the fucking wraps first. Paimon paid for it, come on. Whatever. I guess nobody's gonna enjoy Paimon's food. So we're going to Grand Bazaar to get a new rug. I feel like something's gonna happen.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey! Aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue? You can still talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all in a fight? I just came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up to the Corps after this.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp, hoping to alert them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer. I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, I might as well do the same. One of the injured members gave this box to me, and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it. No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
He still sounded so sassy at the end.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk.
It's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall apart. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
It was the storybook.
Means this was really important to him.
Ah, and here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did.
It was for him in the end.
Snacks in a box like this anyway. Isn't that just common sense? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? Why are these things here?
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Huh? There's something in the bottle.
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though.
You need glasses, Dia. You'll like squeeze in your eyes.
It won't really matter. To Dia. It's all right. I'll just...
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that I was never your father to begin with.
What the fuck? Now that what the fuck?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. With just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle. Anyway, Dia, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
Getting surprised by everything else.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child. I suppose. Or
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
I agree.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me.
Oh God.
I just have one wish. To tell them a story. That there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold. And that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
Okay, that's kind of vengeful.
Finding any leads? Can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I'll help too.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you so much. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky, because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
God damn. What about the rugs? Did we get the rugs? I guess that we finished the quest. Oh. 2 quests done. Yeah, I'm not doing them now. Although I'm kind of glad I did them. I need to clean up the quest, honestly, before version 4.0. So yeah, I still got plenty of time. But I'm glad I actually started doing that. Because otherwise it would have piled up and be even worse. I still have Hall of Sumeru to explore. But I'm waiting for Fontaine to show up. So yeah. It's just very enjoyable though, both of these quests. The Ellen quest, which I left for further behind. And then quest for Dia. Truth about her father, which was very interesting. And then Ayatus, which was also very behind. Oh well, that's fine. I don't think I have any dailies left to do. One more boss opponent to do, but not that's a weekly, so yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Yeah. That was an interesting chill live stream, I'll be honest. I was planning to do that, which I'm glad I did. Because I didn't have like any idea what to do apart from like either playing Diablo or Genshin. And I already had a bit too much Diablo. So I might come back to it tomorrow or on Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that chill, slow stream. Me just catching up with quests and Genshin. And yeah, just doing nothing special. Yeah. Well to promote myself, am I right? Anyways, thanks for watching. I shall see you on tomorrow. We'll see what we're gonna play. Either Diablo 4, as I still need to finish, or maybe Honkai Star Rail, who knows. I'm also behind with Honkai, but I don't think I'm as behind as in Genshin, but we'll see. I hope you all have a lovely late afternoon and soon to be evening, already evening. My name is Playjet Psycho, and I hope you all have a lovely tomorrow. I shall see you exactly that date. Bye bye.